Well, here we are. Back to where it all began, when I reacted to OK Computer, and I was but a wee lad. Yeah, pretty much nothing's changed. Anyways, I want to react to Hail to the Thief today. You guys okay with that? A lot of people have actually told me they think this one would surprisingly, because it's not normal for it to be, would surprisingly be my favorite Radiohead album. So I am intrigued. Because I think people warned me that I wouldn't like Kid A, and I do like Kid A, but it is my least favorite of the three. So you guys have been right so far on what I would enjoy. So I trust you. Let's see how 2 + 2 = 5 is. I actually did listen to this once years ago, but I don't really remember it at all. So let's see if there's anything unique about it. I think I remember seeing that it was heavy, for Radiohead at least. I'm getting that vibe already. This is already reminding me of Jigsaw falling into place. I already like it. I will say I really hate the album cover for this, even if it's thematically great. I just don't like how it looks. Notice it in 7/4, I think. 3, 1, 2. Yeah, looks like it. This is gonna explode, I think. Oh my. It's like breaking my speakers. Jeez, dude. The sounds here are really strange. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I wish more of their stuff had this type of energy. This is just... This is more of a straight up rock song at this point. Oh my. Don't know what is going on over there. Guess I almost think of that song as like an untamed version of Jigsaw falling into place. Because like if you listen to the vocals at the beginning of Jigsaw, it's like, he's like singing down here. And there's like these little crooning vocals in the back. But in this is basically just screaming. I know Jigsaw does build up to that, but this is, okay. Well, if this is any indication of what the album's going to be like, then it probably will end up being my favorite. Because that's probably my favorite opener so far. From all of the albums so far. Yeah, I think so. Everything in Its Right Place is really good too, though. Man, I would love to see that one live too. Maybe I'll do a reaction to that one live just because it sounds awesome. I like how it showcases the diversity of the band, though, considering the fact that they're typically known for the more melancholy sound. The fact that they're able to just peel that away and just go crazy on a song out of nowhere, and they can just do that, have it sound amazing, is just... It's pretty impressive. There's another Radiohead song that starts like this. I can't remember the name. Whoa, the delay on that. At least we have a song in 4/4 finally. This is kind of maintaining that spacey ambience that we're used to from Radiohead, but it's doing so in a little bit more of an upbeat way instead of the typical straight up space sound. I like how they're using a little bit more organic instrumentation here too, to achieve a similar result. I love that one note that keeps playing on the piano at the end of the progression. That one. Sit down, stand up makes me think that it's gonna go from slow to fast again. And you feel it building up. Oh no, where are we going? Take it away, Tommy boy. Ooh, the groove's coming. might be the longest build-up ever. Drums going crazy. Oh. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Talk about unrestrained insanity. Okay, the moment that that song burst into the first explosion, I was more confused than anything because there was just so many sounds going on at the same time that it was pretty much impossible to digest. I'm sure going back to it on future listens, I'll be able to pick apart stuff more. But in the second half of that explosion, it kind of peeled back and let the bass fall into a groove in a way, which was a more palatable way of putting it. And that part I started to really get into. So it's hard to say what I really think of that because there's just so much craziness going on. It's hard to even comprehend what I just witnessed, and I don't know what to say right now. So that's a song that just happened. Then we're gonna go to Sail to the Moon. You know I love the Radiohead piano songs. They reminded me of Collapsia. Okay. I knew we were gonna need a change of pace after those two insane openers. Ooh, that's some pretty piano. It's a long time to wait for the song to actually pick up with his vocals. See if it was worth it. I love the melody there. His voice sounds great. This might actually be one of my favorite vocal performances from him so far. This does sound like a soundtrack for Sailing to the Moon. It's an apt title. Love that vocal run when he goes. This has been a lot less dense of a song, and that's not an insult. It's just there's a lot less to have to pull apart. Ooh. That was pretty. That was a really pretty moment there. Ooh, the piano. There were moments on that song where I was somewhat divided on if I was really sold on it, and then that piano kicked in there at the end and I was just like, that's undeniable. I enjoy how that was a change of pace, considering how the first two songs are some of the heaviest I've heard from Radiohead and the fastest pace and the most high energy I've heard from them. And I also am just glad to have energy from them at all, because sometimes when I'm listening to them I find myself getting pulled down a little bit, just because of how dark some of the stuff can be, and just having stuff that actually has a groove and a rhythm and has higher energy behind it is more palatable in big doses, I guess. So let's move on to Back Drifts. They really like to use these like electronic sounding drum kits. It's a cool trademark. I really like those spacey ambient noises going on in the background, as again, It's a great contrast to the really staccato-driven drum parts here. This song has so many directions it could go. I'm really curious to see what happens here. It's a long song. What is that? People have told me it's always guitar. How do you make that sound with a guitar? A lot of times I'm just sitting here marveling at the production on Radiohead albums. It's so hard to focus on everything. Okay, this is what I mean when I said they could have taken it in any direction. Is that some piano? I did not expect that at all. I love how those ambient noises are still going on. And there's like this weird metronome too. This is very, very Idiotech sounding to me. It's interesting how there's a lot of their songs that are so percussion driven, considering that they're such a spacious band a lot of the times. Like that. Talk about bizarreness. Jeez. Whoa. Okay, so as you can see from that transition alone, we have a very diverse band here. And Backtrips was good. It was good. It was an experience. It seems like much more of an album track, like something that really just takes you on a journey, than something that's like a one-off single type of listen, because of how much it creates an atmosphere in a world. And it's a very long song that doesn't do an insane amount. It's not super densely packed like some of the other songs like 2 + 2 = 5 was, but it provides a lot, and a lot of value, a lot of ambient value, a lot of thematic value. My first gut reaction to this is that this is Southern rock, which is like awesome. This is one of those songs like that just makes me think I would have wanted to be there when a hardcore Radiohead fan bought this album and they put this in their like CD player or whatever, and they're listening to the first time. I would just love to see their reactions to this song, because I would be shocked if it was anything other than like, what the heck are these guys doing? I think there's at least 3 guitars playing right now, if I'm not mistaken. It just, there's so much guitar going on here, and they all are complementing each other so perfectly. It sounds amazing here. And I love how different it sounds, as I said. Ooh, that is smooth. The drums fit so perfectly into this. I'm gonna add this one too, with the halftime. Ooh. Oh, his voice is so expressive on this song too, right there. Ooh, that guitar. Tasty. That is a good song. It almost gave me... I can get behind this. That song almost gave me electioneering vibes. Of course, not as much straight up rock, considering there was an acoustic rather than the cowbell and the electric guitar throughout most of it, but it had that similar rock sound, that didn't really 100% mesh with everything that's been on the album so far, but I loved having the break from this traditional Radiohead sound to do something a little bit different. Again, I always appreciate when bands try different stuff. Now we're going to Where I End and You Begin. Sounds like a guy going, woo. I want to know how they made these sounds, because their creativity knows no bounds. Could be a million different ways, and oh my goodness, I love this groove already. I'm literally adding this already to my favorites. Ooh, a little guitar plucks coming in there. So he's singing like the bass part. There we go, switching it up. I love how his vocal melodies don't repeat very often. You get something fresh like every time it goes around. It's pretty high vocals there. He's really stretching. What the heck is happening? Eat you alive? Oh, that's not ideal. Where I end and you begin. Interesting. I think what that song really tells us is just how important a solid bass line is in a song, because it just set a foundation so early that it felt like almost anything they did I would be impressed by. Just like the bass line was just so, and of course the bass combined with the other instruments, like especially the drums, like the two combined just created such an undeniable force that you're like, where are we, like you were excited. You were like on this journey. You're sold in the song before it even really got started. Whoa. Cool. I was sold on this because of the title almost already, because I was figuring it was going to be creepy. And it is. I'm already adding this one too. Whoa. Is that a clap? Yes. I love the chords. There's so many auxiliary sounds going on here. Like you have these like droning vocals over here. You have this extra guitar over here on top of the weird percussion that had started the song with the piano, of course. My camera's almost dead, so if it dies, rest in peace. I won't be able to do an outro. This is the end of part 1 though, so it's okay if it does. He sounds pained. Whoa. This is like a theme with this album, right? First half is depressing, second half is insane. Oh. That reminded me of Dark Shines from Muse. He just like smashes the piano. Love the harmonies here. They sound beautiful. This is one of my favorites so far. It's funny because I could just tell from the very beginning. I was like, this song is for me. I'm gonna like this. I still think the cover art looks a little bit silly. I'm sorry, guys. I love the rasp in his voice there. Like I said, he sounds pained. Okay, I'm gonna go as quick as I can because My battery's like 1 second from dead. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to check out my social media anywhere, it's always linked in the description down below. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.